Okay, here is our coverings and lining notes. There are three types. The first one is the cutaneous membrane, so that is our skin. And that's made of two things. That's made of an epidermis, remember epi means above, which is usually keratinized, stratified squamous, and then the dermis, which is the connective tissue, which is made of reticular connective tissue and areolar connective tissue. Okay, so this one is dry and exposed to the skin. Keratin is just simply a protein that allows for our skin cells to harden and then also waterproof, and you find that in your hair and skin and nails. Remember that coverings and linings are made of both an epithelium and a connective tissue. So here we can see the cutaneous membrane. Type is the mucous membrane, so that lines all cavities that open out to the outside world. And that is going to be wet because it is mucus secreting. All of them except for the urinary tract secretes mucus, and usually we find columnar epithelium and then also stratified squamous epithelium in there as well. So here are some places where you'd find it: the mucosa of the nasal cavity, the mouth, the esophagus. We also find it in the lungs, and the digestive tract, and the urinary tract, and the reproductive system. Okay, our last membrane type is serose membranes. We've seen this. These are all found in the ventral body cavity, so they're not going to open up to the outside world. And those are mostly made of simple squamous epithelium. You will also see the connective tissue is going to be areolar connective tissue. And they're going to produce a serose fluid, so in between the two serosa is going to be a fluid that is going to reduce friction. We have seen these examples of serosa, so the serose membranes that cover the lungs or thoracic cavity are going to be the parietal pleura and the visceral pleura. Okay, remember, if it's visceral, it's actually on the organ. And then you'll have the linings of the heart, so the serosa of the heart will be the parietal pericardium is for the cavity, and then the visceral pericardium is for the actual organ. Okay, and then anything in our abdominal pelvic area is going to be called parietal peritoneum, which is going to cover the wall, and then the visceral peritoneum covers all the organs. And then there's also something called mesentery that connects the organs together.